In the glittering world of royalty, tradition, prestige, and power converge, and they're commonly associated with royals. But it's also common for deep-rooted rivalries among royals, and if we flip through the page of history, we'll discover gripping tales of royal feuds. However, even in recent times, there are royal feuds which are filled with simmering tensions and open bitterness. But do you know which of these royal feuds? Maybe not. In today's video, we bring you the list of 12 royal feuds among royals of recent times, so let's get started. At number 12, we have the royal feud between Princess Michael of Kent and the British royal family. Marie Christine Anna Agnes Hedwig Ida got married in 1978 to Prince Michael of Kent, who is a grandson of King George. With the marriage, she became a princess and a member of the extended British royal family. However, she's been in multiple feuds over the years. Recently, in an interview, Princess Michael of Kent described Diana as nasty and bitter. She even alleged that King Charles was jealous of his wife's fame, leading to a difference between the king and princess. However, a bigger feud with the British royal family erupted in 2004 due to Princess Michael's choice of jewelry. While attending a private party at Windsor Castle to celebrate the Queen's Christmas lunch, Prince Michael wore a blackamoor brooch, which is associated with colonialism. The media and public criticized Michael's decision to wear the brooch, and it sparked a heated debate about racial sensitivity and cultural ignorance. And according to some reports, this led to a feud between a few members of the British royal family who objected to this matter behind doors. After facing the heat from the royal family, the Princess of Kent came forward and issued an apology through a spokesperson, stating that she was sorry that her choice of jewelry had affected the reputation of the royalty. Next, we have a feud between King Mswati III of Eswatini and his wives. King Mswati III, whose full name is Makhositivi Dlamini III, is the reigning monarch of Eswatini, a small landlocked country in South Africa. King Mswati was born in 1968 as the eldest son of King Sobhuza II. However, he was chosen to be the next king after the death of his father, and later, upon reaching the age of 18, he was crowned as King Mswati III. After the coronation, the king held significant powers of the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of government. Besides this, 55-year-old king is also known for his polygamous lifestyle. He's married multiple wives, according to the country's cultural practices. But that's where the feud began. According to many sources, there is clear discontent and tensions between the king and some of his wives. Even a few of them came forward with allegations of mistreatment in the royal household. One notable incident happened in 2011, which involved allegations of King Mswati III mistreating Inkosikata Sibonela Ngomazulu, and it was because she asked the question about the father of Princess Sikanyiso's son. Later, even his 11th wife, Queen Nothando Dubi, claimed she had faced isolation in the family. At number 10, we have the royal feud between the Emperor of Japan, Naruhito, and his younger brother, Akishono. Emperor Naruhito is the elder son of Emperor Akihito, and he ascended to the throne as the Emperor of Japan May 1st, 2019, after the abdication of his father. Akishino, also known as the Prince Fumihito, is the younger brother of the Emperor Naruhito and the second son of Emperor Akihito. Though the brothers share a respectful relationship, yet they're not untouched by feuds. In fact, the feud between Emperor Naruhito and Prince Akishino started when they were kids. It was 1983 when Naruhito was already studying at Oxford, and Akishino expressed a strong desire to join him at the prestigious institution. However, Akishino's request to study at Oxford was initially turned down. This created tension and animosity in the younger brother for his older brother. Over the years, the tension seemed to fizz out, but the feud between the brothers resurfaced in 2019 when the 57-year-old prince broke with the royal protocol by suggesting that the royal family should take up some of the financial burden for the coronation ceremonies, which contradicted the government's existing agreement to cover the expense of the coronation ceremonies. All this not only created good headlines, but further intensified the feud between the two brothers from the Imperial royal family. Next, we have a feud between Princess Martha Louise of Norway and the Norwegian royal family. Princess Martha Louise was born in 1971 as the elder daughter of King Harald V and Queen Sonja of Norway. However, from an early age, this Norwegian princess was fascinated with the concept of spirituality. As she grew older, her interest evolved. As she delved deeper into exploring various esoteric and metaphysical subjects, and following her interest, she studied physiotherapy and trained as a Rosen therapist. After gaining this knowledge, Princess Martha co-founded an alternative therapy called Astarte Education in Oslo in 2002. This was one-of-a-kind center aimed to provide spiritual courses, workshops, and lectures to help individuals and help them connect with their spiritual selves and embrace their inner potential. These spiritual practices not only boomed her business, but brought her beliefs into the spotlight. And that's where the roots of differences began between the royal family and the princess. The royal family, which is traditionally known for its conservative and formal image, was concerned that her pursuits might be seen as a lack of dignity in the monarchy. Due to this reason, various members of the Norwegian royal family even tried to stop her, but she continued her work building up her business as well as the feud. And later the feud settled in 2002 when she gave up her royal duties to concentrate on her business. At number 8, we have the feud between Princess Margarita de Bourbon de Parme and the Dutch Queen Beatrix. Princess Margarita de Bourbon de Parme was born in 1972. The princess belongs to the House of Bourbon-Parma, and she's a member of the Dutch royal family through her mother's lineage. However, on May 19, 2001, Princess Margarita married Edwin de Roy Dudugen, a Dutch commoner, but this caused ripples of disapproval with the royal circles, as this simple event unleashed a series of events which involved the Dutch Queen, Beatrix. In 2003, the princess gave an interview to Dutch magazine De Tidage, where this 50-year-old royal started with accusations against Queen Beatrix, where she said that the Queen had ordered the Dutch Secret Service to secretly monitor her home and private conversations with her husband Edwin. The motive behind this alleged surveillance, as per Princess Margarita, was the Queen's disapproval of her choice of spouse and a desire to ruin Edwin's name and business. The princess further stated all these efforts of the Queen led to the separation of Princess Margarita and her husband Edwin in 2003. Later, this feud got so big that it was even discussed in the Dutch parliament. However, after the interview, the royal family denied the allegations and refused to comment further on this feud between the two Dutch royals. Next, we have a feud between Sininat Wongvajirarapakity and the Thai royal family. Wongvajirarapakity was born in 1985 in a common Thai family, but despite coming from a humble beginning, she quickly became a prominent figure in the Thai royal court. She initially pursued a career as a nurse before fate brought her into the life of the then crown prince, Vajiralongkorn. Their relationship grew, and she ascended through various roles, eventually becoming a bodyguard, pilot, and parachutist. However, in July 2019, Sininat received the official title of First Royal Noble Consort, and it was during this time that Vajiralongkorn married his fourth wife, Queen Suthida. However, a feud broke out, and Sininat's title of royal consort was taken away. The reason for this feud was a long list of accusations against her, including allegations of her trying to elevate herself to the same status as Queen Suthida. Later, she was accused of misbehavior and disloyalty against the monarch. These allegations obviously didn't go well with the Thai royal family, and as a form of punishment, she was unexpectedly stripped of her titles and her government, military, and noble ranks in October 2019. However, to this allegation and this decision, Sininat didn't issue any statement against the royal family, which was later rewarded when the royal family officially restored her royal title on the 29th of August 2020. At number 6, we have a feud between Queen Margaret II of Denmark and her husband, Prince Henrik. Prince Henrik, who was born as a commoner, married Margarita in 1967 before she ascended to the Danish throne in 1972. Despite their long marriage, the prince had always struggled with his role as a consort to the queen. In Denmark, the male spouse of a reigning monarch traditionally holds the title of Prince Consort, but Prince Henrik wanted the title of King Consort, which he believed would better reflect his role and status. But upon the ascension as Queen Margaret refused to grant her husband the title of King Consort. This, of course, didn't go well with the prince, leading to a clear tension between the two. It grew more apparent in 2017 when he publicly announced that he did not wish to be buried alongside his wife, Queen Margaret, in the traditional coffin, which is prepared for royal spouses, at the Roskilde Cathedral. Instead, he expressed a desire to be buried in Denmark, but in a separate location. This news got much media attention, but the feud couldn't be resolved. Later in February 2018, the prince passed away at the age of 83, and according to the wish of the prince, he was buried in a separate location away from his wife, leading to an unresolved feud between the husband and wife. At number 5, we have the royal and expensive feud between two brothers, Prince Geoffrey Bolkiah and Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah. Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah is the king of Brunei, who ascended to the throne October 5, 1967. On the other hand, Prince Geoffrey Bolkiah is the younger brother of Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah. As a prominent royal of Brunei, this 68-year-old prince held several prominent positions in the Brunei government, but he's mainly known for his extravagant life, which is the main cause of the feud around the mid-1990s. As the head of the Brunei Investment Agency, Geoffrey was entrusted with managing the country's investment portfolio and ensuring the best use of Brunei's wealth. However, he used his position to spend money on risky investments and on personal assets, and these personal assets range from $8 to $15 billion. This led to significant financial losses, causing tension with the royal family. In such a situation, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah used his powers and took control of the situation. First, he removed Geoffrey from his official position and demanded billions worth of personal assets be returned. The feud between the brothers intensified as Geoffrey refused to comply fully with the demands of the king, which led to legal battles and later strained their relationship between the brothers. The settlement was reached in 2000, and it reportedly involved the return of some of his assets to the Brunei state. At number 4, we have the feud between the Queen of Spain, Letizia, and the former Queen, Sofia, who is a member of the Spanish royal family, and was Queen of Spain until her son King Felipe VI ascended to the Spanish throne in 2014, making Letizia the new Queen of Spain. However, in 2018, a royal feud erupted during an Easter Mass when the royal family was among the media, where Queen Sofia lovingly tried to embrace her two young granddaughters, Princess Leonor and Princess Sofia, in front of the cameras. But this sweet moment turned ugly when Queen Letizia seemingly attempted to prevent her mother-in-law from taking a picture with her two granddaughters. But this subtle drama didn't end there. Princess Leonor also expressed her disapproval when she forcefully pushed her grandmother's arm away. This incident sparked a controversy in the nation. Even Princess Marie Chantal of Greece, who's married to Queen Sophia's nephew, Crown Prince Pavlos, expressing her disapproval of Queen Letizia's behavior on Twitter. Seeing the controversy grow, Queen Letizia came forward to address the issue, where she said she just wanted to protect her daughter's image and privacy. But this was only seen as an excuse. Later, both the queens tried to wash this controversy by appearing together as a family, but the tension between the two was clear as they seemed less eager to be with each other. At number 3, we have another feud from the Danish royal family that is between the Queen of Denmark, Margarita II, and members of the Danish royal family. Born in 1940, Queen Margarita II became the queen in 1972, following the death of her father, and by doing so, she became the first female monarch of Denmark since the 14th century. Now, coming to her family, Queen Margarita II has two sons, Crown Prince Frederick and Prince Joachim. However, over the years, she's become the grandmother to 8 grandchildren, 4 children from each of her sons. Things were going fine until September 2022, when the Queen announced her plan to strip the Prince and Princess titles from 4 of her grandchildren, Prince Nikolai, Prince Felix, Prince Henrik, and Princess Athena, who are the children of Prince Joachim. The 4 grandchildren affected by this decision were to be addressed as Count and Countess of Montpezat. However, their places in the order of succession will remain unchanged, but this didn't go well with the royal family, especially Prince Joachim. He and his family reacted strongly to the decision, expressing their unhappiness and disappointment in the media. Later, Queen Margaret defended her decision, explaining the decision was aimed to give her grandchildren the opportunity to live freely, without being bound by normal formal obligations and duties. As of now, the feud and tension between the Queen and her family stands unresolved. Next, we have a feud between Princess Charlene and Prince Albert of Monaco. Charlene Lynette Wittstock was born in 1978. She is a former South African Olympic swimmer who comes from a common South African family. She met the Prince of Monaco in 2000 during the Sydney Olympics. Later, they met a few more times, and after a decade of dating in 2011, the couple got married in a grand royal wedding, which in fact cost $55 million. However, beneath the grandeur and celebration, rumors began to emerge about Charlene's alleged attempts to flee Monaco just days before the wedding. The media reported that she had discovered troubling revelations about Prince Albert's past. According to some reports, Charlene had made 3 desperate attempts to leave Monaco and return to South Africa, her home country, which failed. Despite these incidents, the wedding went ahead as planned, but the media and guests noted Charlene's apparent sadness and tears during the ceremony. While after the marriage everything seemed fine between the royal couple, they even attended various events together, but the tension between the two was still visible, as this feud between the two intensified when the princess remained absent from early 2021 to the end of 2022. almost 2 years after. They even missed their 10th wedding anniversary. After seeing this controversy grow, the princess came forward and revealed she was unable to return to Monaco due to her complications from surgery, but very few believe this. Next, we have a famous feud which hooked the entire world. This feud is between Crown Prince William of the UK and Prince Harry. Prince Harry is the second son of King Charles and Princess Diana, and he's the younger brother of Prince of Wales William. And as brothers, the two appear to have a close and loving relationship. Even growing up, they often appear together at public events. But things began to change in 2018 after Prince Harry married Meghan Markle. The feud started when rumors of tensions between Meghan Markle and Princess Kate, wife of Williams, began to surface. But as it turned out, the actual conflict was between Harry and William. And during the same year, during Christmas at Sandringham, a video surfaced showing William seemingly ignoring Meghan during a family walk, which affected Harry. As the days went by, the tension between the two kept growing, but their relationship hit the lowest point in January when Meghan and Harry announced they would be stepping back from their senior royal duties. And this announcement added even more fuel to the feud fire, and according to sources, the Crown Prince William was furious. However, later in an interview in 2021, Prince Harry went on to say that the royals, including his dear brother, didn't come to terms with his Meghan. And sadly, even now the feud between the brothers is not resolved. Thanks for watching the video. Comment down below your favorite part and let us know. Also press the subscribe button and bell icon for regular updates.